This is the MonDak OilField Review with host Jason Spiess.
My name is Jason Spiess, and this is the MonDak OilField Review, heard on the Crude Life Media Network. On today's episode, we talk with Darren Gollehon with Petroleum Consultants about energy activity going on the Montana side of the border. In just a moment, Darren Gollehon, Petroleum Consultants, right here on the MonDak OilField Review. Over the past few months, I've told you about how unbelievable hatch coaching is. Don't just take my word for it. Listen to what Christy Huber, president of the United Way of Cast Clay, says about hatch coaching.
When you get to know Eric, and he is so willing to share with you how growing up, his life was impacted by an outstanding mom, and the challenges that he may be faced. When he's willing to open up and talk about those things, you're immediately drawn in, and that's that vulnerability that I think that he has publicly said it's okay to be yourself, and it's okay for you to make mistakes along the way.
To find out more about hatch coaching or to have Eric Hatch speak at your event or company, visit hatchcoaching.com. That's hatchcoaching.com. Or call 701-212-1572. That's 701-212-1572. Welcome back to the MonDak OilField Review, heard in the Crude Life Media Network. My name is Jason Spiess. Up next, Darren Gollehon with Petroleum Consultants on energy activity happening on the Montana side of the border.
Yeah, we're doing a little bit in the state of Montana, but most of the activity is in the neighboring states of both Wyoming and North Dakota. The eastern Montana Elm Coulee portion, the Bakken took off first, and then the activity migrated over to the North Dakota side afterward.
Are you guys able to talk about any of the locations?
Yeah, so we see one company drilling right now, or actually two companies out in eastern Montana, based on the drilling reports we receive. And one company is called Kraken Oil and Gas, and the other one is Denbury. And Kraken's been active out there in eastern Montana, drilling some Bakken wells out there, and then Denbury's got their enhanced oil recovery project, out there in the Cedar Creek Anticline. With that, we still see a lot of potential in eastern Montana. The wells were completed out there in the early 2000s, through 2005, and then still today. But lion's share of the wells out there were completed with what we would call archaic completion technologies for horizontal wells by today's standards. And so, our firm, we see a lot of opportunity to go into those existing wells and use today's technology to extract more reserves. In addition to that, the professors at Montana Tech have been working on an enhanced oil recovery project. And so they've been looking at Elm Coulee from an EOR standpoint, and how can we inject gas into the formation and recover more reserves that way.
To listen to the full-length interview with Darren Gollehon with Petroleum Consultants, or to listen to other MonDak OilField reviews, visit thecrudelife.com. That's thecrudelife.com. The MonDak OilField Review is part of the Crude Life Media Network. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter. All those media links are available at thecrudelife.com. From the staff of the MonDak OilField Review, my name is Jason Spiess, asking you to be happy, be safe, and keep it turning to the right.